Welcome, student. In the process of revision, we continued with this lesson, that is effects of British rule. Here we going to revise the land revenue policy of Britishers. Okay. Before the British rule, the village economic system was self-sufficient. Self-sufficient means self-sufficient means everything which human needed are completed. That need is completed in the village itself. Okay, there is no need of getting products from the outside of the village. So every village in India is self sufficient because every need of the villagers are fulfilled in the village itself. Okay, this is the best economy. Okay, through agriculture and related services, the needs of the village were fulfilled in the village itself. Land revenue was the main source of income of the state. During the British period, revenue was based on the type of the cultivated crop. The farmer was exempted from the taxation in case of loss of crops. Revenue was mainly collected in the form of grain. Even in case of late payment of tax, the farmer's land was not confiscated. Confiscated means gaze by authority. टू गेज बाय अथॉरिटी जप्त करणे त्याला म्हणायचं कन्फिस्टिकेटेडला. ओके, इट वॉज नॉट कन्फिस्टिकेटेड बाय द रूलर्स. ओके, टू इनक्रीज इनकम द ब्रिटिश made important changes in the revenue system. Land was measured, and as per the area of land, the tax was fixed. Payment of a tax was made compulsory in form of cash. If the farmers failed to pay tax in time, then his land would be confiscated. So this is the cruel system. This is the cruel system because the income source of the farmers was confiscated by the British rulers. So he becomes landless. That farmers becomes landless, and he has skill of only farming. So he did not survive for a long time. The British system of land revenue collection differs from the place to place, which leads to the exploitations of all farmers. So in this point we saw how the policy of the Britishers exploited the Indian farmers. The next point, with the collections of the new land revenue system which introduced by the new British officers, there were undesirable effect of the new land revenue system on the rural life, because the previously, before British rules, the rural life was self-sufficient. They fulfilled their need in the village itself, but these Britishers want to exploit the whole farmers. So they introduced different policies time to time to exploit the farmers. So for the payment of tax, Indian farmers started selling the crops at whatever price they get. The merchant and brokers started purchasing their goods at the minimum rate. At a certain times, the farmer had to mortgage his land to the moneylenders for arrangement of the money to pay the tax. Only to pay the tax, the land was mortgaged by the people. So this is a cruel rule of Britishers. So uh, who wanted to tell that the British rule was very well. This is the rule uh, by which they exploited Indians. They exploited Indians. This is their way. Next point is, here we have seen a picture of a person. This picture was of Jamshedji Tata, who found a pillar of uh, industrial Indian industries. So here the next point of understanding or revisions, that is the development of new industries in India. Uh, Britishers exploited here the farmers, okay, and they run their industries on the raw material which is gained from the India. So some Indians uh, come together and form an industrial laid the foundation of the Indian industries. In that, among them, uh, Jamshedji Kawaji Nanabai Dawar uh, and Jamshedji Tata are the main names who led the industries in India foundation. Yet some they build up their business by overcoming all these problems. Britishers created many problems before them, but they overcomes from this problem. So in 1853, Kawaji Nanabhai Dawar started the first textile mill in Mumbai. In 1855, the first jute mill was started at the Rishra in Bengal. In 1907, Jamshedji Tata established the Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur in India. Coal, metal, sugar, cement, and chemical industries came to be started. The social and cultural effect. The British rule mainly focused to change the culture of India uh, by changing the religion of Indians forcefully. So it has a bad effect on the Indian society. Okay, the new effects, that is the humanitarianism, democracy, nationalism, liberalism, these are come into come into existence in India. Before that, we have the different values in the society, but Britishers introduce liberalism. and the nationalism, democracy, and humanitarianisms are previously existed in India, because this leads to the freedom fight, okay, not the liberalism. The repercussion on India, repercussion on, India for carrying out the administrations the British had to understand the Indian society. For this purpose, they started a studying the tradition, history, literature, as well as music, flora, fauna of India. In 1784, Sir William Jones, an Indian officer, established Asiatic Society in Bengal at Kolkata. Max Muller, the German thinker, was the devout scholar of Indian religion, language, and history. Due to these examples, there arose the feeling among newly educated Indians to study Indian religion, history, and tradition. So this leads a good effect on the India. Here is the picture which is started the first railway in India from Mumbai to Thane in 1853. Before 1857, okay, the first freedom struggle. Yeah, it is started for the um, uh, benefiting the British rule, not for the Indian help. Okay, so these laid foundations. This uh, this railway tightened the British rule in India. Okay. So we will stop here. You have to learn these points. So there will be questions on these lessons in the unit test papers. Okay. So thank you.